Alright, so today we're taking a look at the Kenner Hasbro Vintage Collection for the new Star Wars lineup. These are the two I've managed to get my hands on so far, the Tarkin in the Death Star escape box and the Darth Vader. I mean, so far I like them pretty well. They definitely represent the Kenner collection, and the Tarkin is a nice addition. It's great to finally have him on a Kenner retro card. I do dig the card backs a lot. They did try to kind of recreate that 12-back look a little bit, so not too terrible. Pull in here one of my vintage figures, so you can kind of compare what they look like compared to an authentic vintage. We have a C-3PO here. You can see it is fairly decent. It's a nice representation. Definitely great for new collectors, people that are trying to get into it but really don't see themselves spending the money or whatever on vintage. I could definitely get behind that. But as a vintage collector myself, my biggest concern, and I'm sure a lot of you are the same, is does it do anything to differentiate itself from an authentic vintage? So we're going to open this Vader right now, and I'm going to get a closer look up versus the 1977 Vader that I've had in my collection. And I'll let y'all know how they stack up. We'll be back after I check it out. Alright, so welcome back. Yeah, definitely an interesting piece. It is a little bit taller than the vintage Vader. The joints are obviously about the same. The plastic feels a little different, though. That's one thing to easily tell. If you feel the vinyl, it's just slightly off. There's no discernible markings on the lightsaber. I didn't want to pull mine out to do a correct comparison. I'm afraid of snapping off the end there. But, I mean, the colors are slightly different, but that's, I'm sure, due to fading on mine's part over the years. This is a Survivor from my childhood. The paint is a little bit better on the new one. You can see here, he's got really clean markings on his chest plate, whereas on my vintage one, you know, let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on. But yeah, see, there you go. It's just a little bit more smeared, which is to be expected from the 70s. He has the old Lucasfilm logo on him, whereas the new ones also, they did change that up on the bottom. So, you've got a white marking there on his boot. And then, I don't know how well this is going to come through, but it says Hasbro instead of Lucasfilm, and it says China. So there's some very clear marking definitions. So you don't need to be too worried about finding one loose and someone trying to, you know, pass it as authentic. The sculpt is slightly different. You know, a new collector might not notice it right away, but, you know, just make sure you ask for close-up pictures of the legs, things like that, when you're getting on eBay these days, and definitely double-check your sources. Make sure that they're not also recarding these, which is my biggest fear, is that someone's going to take a bunch of these and recard them. But they did, like Hasbro said they were going to do, just make them slightly different enough. Height-wise, sculpt-wise, they are just ever so slightly different, so that you know you're getting a remake versus an original. I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of the line, so definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, if there's anything else you want to see about them. I'm also debating whether or not I should open up that Tarkin, throw him into the display. So, yeah, give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what's going on, let me know if there's any more of these you'd like to see compared to their original counterparts. Thanks for watching.